think this is how this is supposed to work.
Performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby, this is Agent Pendergast, and today we are back on GTA 5 with the free claimable vehicle. I say free, it's technically about 10 grand, or 20 grand if you don't own the counterfeit shop. But anyway, yes, we are back with this week's claimable vehicle from the Chop Shop heist. It's the Franken Stange. Now, I'm going to continue to call it the Franken Stange. It might be pronounced Franken Stange, or Franken Stange, or God only knows what. But anyway, yeah. This car is, for this week only, a claimable vehicle in the Chop Shop robberies. All you have to do is set up the cargo ship heist and then go get it. Now, for the record, this is a vehicle that I already owned. I had it in the muscle car collection because I'd picked it up during one of the Halloween event things years ago, and I basically had it sent to my office garage, which is where I keep my muscle car collection, and then I fully upgraded and customized it. In fact, I think I did that in the office garage as well, so I'd never actually driven it. Fast forward to this week, and this thing comes out as a claimable vehicle, and I'm thinking, ooh, you know what? I wouldn't mind having this with a really neat little vanity plate on it. So I got a hold of my buddy Kel from That One Chick Gaming. I asked her if she would mind hopping on and helping me rescue this thing from the cargo ship, which she very nicely did, and I want to say a huge thank you to her for that, because getting this thing turned out to be one of the single most miserable experiences I've ever had doing one of the Chop Shop heists. I mean, every single setup was up at the top of the map, everything that could go wrong went wrong, and I mean, we kept getting killed by invisible enemies, and it was a nightmare from start to finish, but in the end, we pulled it off, we got the car. Now, you can only imagine how excited I was to discover that A, this car doesn't actually have a license plate on it, so no vanity plate, all I got was a free car, and B, this is probably one of the worst cars in this game to drive. I mean, the traction is non-existent, the handling is even worse, getting this thing to point in any one given direction is a lot like trying to get a drunken pig to do a skydive out of a very small airplane, and yeah, it was easily one of the most miserable driving experiences I've ever had, and I only had to go about 8 blocks with nobody chasing me. So there we were in the Chop Shop with this horrible car, which, I mean, I had gone through hell to get it. I had actually put my poor friend Kel through hell to get it, and to say that I was disappointed would be putting it mildly, we'll say. So long story short,
you're a bit late for that!
I've been toying with the idea for a while now of actually doing the Clucking Bell setups with some of the worst cars in the game, you know, just to see what it would be like. So in an effort to somehow try and get my money's worth out of all the grief that I went through to get this wretched thing, we're gonna do that. I hate this freaking car, it is an absolutely appalling car, but I am willing to give it a chance and see if I can actually get some sort of payback for all the crap we went through to get it. Well, if you guys are ready, let's find out if this car has any redeeming features whatsoever.
These guys down again. Got it. Coordinates coming your way. Okay, you know the formula now. So conclude why you deactivated the last one. Oh, and of course, you need another train. Okay, let's get the laptop. Our target's image should be with you now. If you can take it without me, you might avoid some inconvenience. Time to neutralize those drones. I guess an inconspicuous locale.
I don't think this is how this is supposed to work. Ow.
Once you found the keys, the train should be at your disposal.
One eternity later.
Gotta work on my body. Can't be all brains, right?
That's it. We've got everything we need.
Sir, leave the area now!
Alright, well, final thoughts. This car is absolutely terrible. I mean, at one point they shot out the front tires, and the handling actually improved. However, it is free, so I will leave it up to you guys whether or not you want it. Just know that if you do get it, it is actually possible to get some use out of it. I wouldn't say it was fun, because, well, quite frankly, I've had fun, I recognize it, and that definitely wasn't it. But I do at least feel like I did get my money's worth out of it. So yeah, my advice to you is, if you do actually pick this car up and want to use it, make sure before you do anything with it, shoot one of the front tires out. Because I can tell you from personal experience, that actually made it better. And on that deeply philosophical note, as always, I am Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of GTA 5. And I hope to see you for the next one.